What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. Got Go Halves and Eric Wade in the chat already. What's up, gentlemen? How you guys doing? I'm gonna fix this a little bit so that you guys can see these bottles. So we got tonight the Laphroaig Triple Wood 48% that we're starting with, which is this one over here. Then we got the newest Laphroaig Cairdeas. It's also a triple wood, but its cask strength is 59.5%. And then we have the Laphroaig 10-year-old cask strength. This is batch 11, bottled in March of 2019. 58.6%. Been meaning to get my hands on one of these for a very long time. Alex L's in the house. What's going on, man? We got Redbeards Racing, Sipper Social Club in the house. What's up, brother? This is going to go rundown style. I'm going to start with the Laphroaig Triple Wood. That's 48%. And I'm going to move to my left with the Cairdeas and then the cask strength 10-year-old. So this is the Laphroaig Triple Wood. I got some debris in here for some reason. All right. And this one says non-chill filtered, 48%. There's European oak, American oak, sherry, I believe, and then ex-bourbon barrels. Actually, no, I lied. It's ex-bourbon barrels, quarter casks, and finally European oak to create a subtle marriage of peat. 48%. And that's going to be the same for the Cairdeas. The only difference is that the Cairdeas is cask strength. P-Boss in the house. What's going on, brother? Marcus Mota, what's going on, man? He says, hey, Rob, we'll be in Toronto in February. Can you suggest a bar to try some good scotch? Go to the Caledonian for sure. Chart number 5 is a great one as well. Both of those are excellent. Caledonian has very, very reasonable prices and a huge selection. So, Caledonian. All right, so this Laphroaig triple cask has been open for quite some time, probably about a year now. This is actually P-Boss's bottle that Jeremy and I both used. Traditional kind of Isla style, or at least Laphroaig style nose. You got some lemon rinds. You got some smoke. Some medicinal notes like Band-Aids. Whiskey friends in the house. What's going on, man? Yeah, Jeremy says Feathers Pub is also a good one. That's one that I actually don't think I've been to yet. You do pick up a touch of sherry on the triple wood. This is a 48%er, like I said. On the palate, nice. Band-Aids, some bitter lemon, a little bit of smoke on the back end. This one's not overly smoky, maybe because it's been open so long. Moving into like a candied lemon, but still like a lemon peel, like a candied lemon peel. And that iodine kind of note in there as well. I'm going to give you a look at the bottle. It's this one right here. Like I said, it's 48%. Not sure how old these are. Of course, this is a no age statement. But if I had to guess, I would say probably around 8 to 10 years old. Maybe a mix of all three, 8, 9, and 10. Super easy to drink at 48%. I'm going to add a drop of water to this one, and I'm going to come back to it later. This one's going to need a lot less water than the other two. Take a sip of water, too. Jeez. Wow, Merry Christmas indeed. That says realize a reaction as you're gonna get. Richard, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. He's saying, "Hey Rob, early Xmas gift, so Christmas gift for some whiskey." Thank you so much, Richard. I really appreciate it. He just dropped 100. Wow, thank you so much, man. I'm speechless. Um, so I don't know if you guys had a chance to see earlier on today. I hope maybe Richard was one of the ones that voted on which live I'm going to be doing tonight. So I'm going to be doing that from now on. I'm basically going to give you guys 2 or 3 options to choose from based on like what I'll be reviewing. So tonight, the winner of my poll was the Laphroaig Rundown. It beat out the Cavalon rum-aged whiskeys as well as the Cavalon Chapter Series. I do plan on doing both of those, but perhaps they'll win next time. But this one took over. Thanks again, Richard. I can't believe it. Really appreciate that, man. Okay, so moving on to the Triple Wood Cask Strength. Automatically, it smells better on the nose. I love cask strength whiskey, unfortunately. Same idea. So this is ex-bourbon barrels, quarter casks, and then Oloroso sherry casks. This one's 59.5%, the 2019 Cairdeas. Beautiful on the nose. Does not smell cask strength. It just smells very concentrated as far as like the quality of the whiskey. Not hot by any means. On the palate, yeah. So you do get a little bit of that bitter lemon peel, which I like. Moves into, you do get some like darker sherry notes as well. As you can tell, there is a decent color difference. I know that this one's about 11% less, but I have a funny feeling that they used a larger portion of sherry casks for the Cairdeas because it is their special release every year. My guess is they're the same age, just maybe more sherry on the Cairdeas as opposed to the standard triple wood. Really nice, this one. Definitely doesn't drink cask strength. I know I say that too much. You guys are probably like, this guy's palate's blown. But when you're drinking quality whiskey, I guess. Really nice. Nice smoke on the finish. All the typical Isla style peat that you would expect to get. You get that medicinal note. You get a little bit of that asphalt kind of note. The lemon is very prominent on both of these. And you get definitely some good salt in the cask strength. I got a little less in the triple wood, 48%. I'm going to add some water, and then I'm going to move on to the 10-year-old cask strength. Richie Z, what's going on, man? How are you, buddy? So what are you guys drinking tonight? So the 10-year-old cask strength is, I believe, just ex-bourbon barrels. Yeah, so this is just barrier filtered, which means they basically like cloth filter it and then it's off to the races. It's unchill filtered for sure. I don't see that though. Bottled at natural strength. That's this one right here. And as you can see, it was bottled in March of 2019. This was purchased in the UK by Jasper. Nose is beautiful. We opened this probably last week, I think. Last week, Tuesday. And it was awesome right off the hop. Yeah, Jeremy put out a adding water to whiskey video, and it's essentially an advertisement for these droppers. It's very, very well done. The guy should have got into acting or marketing or something, because he does a very, very good job. You guys got to check that out. Nose is beautiful on this. A little less bitter lemon heavy on the 10-year-old cask strength. Actually, I'm not getting any bitter lemon. I do get a little bit of peat. Get some honey in this one. On the palate. Yeah, wow. Saltiness, that iodine note, and a little bit of asphalt. Beautiful smoke finish. Wow. That's dynamite. I don't even want to add water to that. That's 58.6%. I'm going to take another sip before I add water, but really doesn't need it. The viscosity is beautiful on this one. Yeah, great viscosity. Sweeter than these two for some reason. Maybe it's that ex-bourbon cask. You could tell they cherry pick the barrels for the 10 cask strength. It's unfortunate that Canada doesn't get these. Right now they're available in the UK and they're available in the US, but not in Canada. And it's unfortunate because this is excellent. Yeah, wow. Really, really nice. Okay, I'm going to drop some water in the 10, not that I need to, but for the sake of giving these a mark. And then I'm going to chat with you guys for a little bit. Richie Z's pouring some Klein Leash Game of Thrones. Very nice. I have a Klein Leash rundown that I'll probably be doing shortly. It's the 14-year-old, the Distillery Edition 14-year-old, and then a Distillery Edition 17-year-old, as well as the Game of Thrones. So maybe I'll throw that up on a poll in the near future. Okay. Back to the triple wood, 48%. Again, this is a no age statement whiskey. Seems to have become a little bit more powder sugar heavy on the nose without water. Very light on the palate now with a couple of drops of water. I added like literally 3 drops of water, very, very little. Using the Sipper Social Club dropper, you don't add too much water per drop, which is actually really nice. But that opened this like right up, actually. It's much better now. Better on the palate as well. I don't want the 10-year-old swaying my vote for this triple wood, so I'm going to take a quick swig of water. It's a wrench convention. I know, I got to stop giving those out so freely. I think I've met my quota anyway. I don't know if I can give out anymore. Yeah, really nice. Nothing like overly amazing about this triple wood, but good whiskey. I don't think too many people are going to complain about it. It doesn't taste young by any means. So I'm going to have to give that one an 84. Really good stuff. That's probably an A- in my books. 84. Good stuff. I think that's about $100 if I'm not mistaken. It's in tough company tonight, though. So that could be probably give or take 2 marks. BB Jab saying Rob looks like he's been drinking. Rob is super tired. My daughter has a cold and a cough, and she kept my wife and I up pretty much till like 2 o'clock in the morning last night. So we didn't sleep much. Triple wood Cairdeas right here. Again, 59.5%. 59.5. P-Bots is saying that the triple wood standard release is $95 Canadian. So pretty good. Whiskey kills germs. You would know better than most, Jasper. This is also pretty good, the Cairdeas. I'm not crazy about it by any means. It's a little bit more sherry heavy than the triple wood 48%. I would say quality-wise, that's probably an 86, maybe an 87. I'm going to go with an 86 on the 2019 Cairdeas triple wood. Really good. Not blow you away good, but very good. What's amazing about all three of these whiskeys is how well priced they are. $95 for the 48% triple wood. I think it's $120 at the LCBO for the Cairdeas if you can grab it before they sell out, which is a very good price in my opinion, especially for a cask strength whiskey. Might be a bit more now, but it used to be around 120. This cask strength though is something else. Nose is beautiful. The color seems the darkest. Doesn't say natural color, but I'm assuming it is. I don't think Laphroaig adds color. I don't think they ever have. Could be wrong. The Germans would know because it says it right on the bottle and Scandinavians as well, actually. But here it's not saying. Maybe it says it on the tin. Does not. Does not. Interesting. Well, who cares? It's good. I'm going to say no, it doesn't have added color, but I could be wrong. Cairdeas cask strength is $110. That's a steal. That's a steal. For that, like I should actually give this a higher mark because of how cheap that is. That's a really good price for a cask strength whiskey. And that's Canadian dollars for those of you that are wondering why Rob thinks $110 is a steal. Okay, so again, this is the most recent 2019 10-year-old cask strength. Beautiful nose with some water. It just opens right up. Lots of vanilla, lots of powdered sugar. A little bit of lemon, but like a sweet lemon on the sweet side as opposed to these ones, which are a little bit more on the bitter side. And then, wow, that palate really blows you away how thick it is. Very honey forward, lots of sweetness, some vanilla in there as well. Smoky finish, but beautiful. This is like definitely a cherry pick barrel. They probably don't use a ton of barrels for their cask strength, and they cherry pick these ones. Like they find their best ones and they throw them in. The rest goes to their no age statement whiskey. Wow, this is beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna give this one a 91. That's awesome. I really thought that this was close to a 91 the last time I tried it. Now that I'm trying it side by side with two others, that's really, really good stuff. Borderline bunkers. I wonder what a little bit more age would do. Maybe 18 years old at cask strength. I would love to know what that is. Really nice. Would you consider lore? I have reviewed the lore, and I actually really like the lore. So if you haven't tried it already, try it before you buy it. It's expensive for a no age statement whiskey, but I really like the lore. I think the lore is great. Eric Wade saying, have you had the Laphroaig Cartridge Fino cask? I'm not a fan of the Fino Sherry, but I like that whiskey. I didn't love it, to be honest with you. I think I may have reviewed it. If I didn't review it, I tried it on a live or something like that. I know that Jeremy and I believe we either split a bottle or he let me borrow a bottle. I can't remember exactly how it went down, but I wasn't crazy about the Fino Cartridge. Richie Z saying, is there a comparable counterpart Laphroaig expression to the Ardbeg Corey? Man, I think this blows the Ardbeg Corey away, to be honest with you, the 10-year-old cask strength. But I don't know. I think they're made very similar. The Corey is around maybe 12, 13 years old, maybe a little bit older than that, not much. And it's cask strength and it's ex-bourbon casks. This is also ex-bourbon casks. And it's 10 years old. It's age stated, really well priced. So I'm going to say that the 10-year-old cask strength is definitely as good as the Corey, if not better. How about the 25? The 25 is really nice. I just, for the money, I'd rather go with something else. We had a chance to try I think we tried the 32, and I think that's compliments of you, if I'm not mistaken. Jeremy had the sample. Richard is asking the question. The 32 was beautiful. I regret not tasting the 28-year-old. That's the one that got away. I should have tasted that one, but 25 is very good. Whiskey Watch is saying he grabbed a 25-year-old for 250. Is that pounds? That's pounds. And it's amazing. I think it's really good. Around these parts, I think the LCBO, if I'm not mistaken, has it for $700, if not more than that. Let me double check for you guys. But it's expensive. But then again, all 25-year-olds are going up. $640 for the 25-year-old. Scotch for Dummies in the house. What's going on? Peter White saying the 200-year anniversary Cartridge would be close to the Corey. I think Peter is more of an Oogie fan anyway. The 200-year I did a review on thanks to Peter, actually. He gave me the rest of his bottle. Wow, yeah. So Richard, that's a great price. $280 for the 25-year-old. That's a solid price. Even at US dollars, I would definitely buy it at that, and I would say that that is definitely worth the money. Yeah. Yeah, I think everybody would agree if they've seen or purchased the 25-year-old Laphroaig before that $280 US is a great price. Still, my favorite though is the 18-year-old. I'm absolutely obsessed with that 18-year-old. It's too bad they don't make it anymore. It's one of my favorite. Well, it won my number one. If you haven't watched my top 18-year-old whiskeys, that one number one. So spoiler alert right there. But it's phenomenal. I know I asked you guys earlier, but what are you drinking right now? What are you guys drinking? We got about 40 people in the chat. We got about 9 thumbs up. So hopefully some of you guys are enjoying this video or the stream anyway. New location, the Scotch for Dummies are asking. So usually my lives I do in my kitchen. This way I don't disrupt my children while they're sleeping. Also, I get to watch some TV if the Leaf game's on, which it'll be on late tonight. It's going to start any minute now. Go Habs is drinking Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye. Redbeard is drinking Buffalo Trace. Mark Burns has also seen the 25-year-old for $280 at duty free. Tom C is drinking Bushmills. I'm very curious to know what Richard is drinking tonight. Whiskey Watch. I know a liquor store owner here in Hawaii. Very nice. Man, what's the weather like in Hawaii right now? I would trade any day compared to what we have right here. At this moment, anyway. Charles Dixon is drinking Glenallachie 12-year-old. Absolutely loving it. I just bought the Glenallachie 12-year-old PX finish. I'm actually I really like that stuff as well. I love the regular 12-year-old, and I'm really liking the PX. Nothing now. Working in Australia. Had the Samaroli Massam 1978 Bunnahabhain 40-year-old recently. Wow, Alex, you've officially made me jealous, my friend. Jimmy Drammer is drinking the new Laphroaig 16-year-old, or is he asking? New Laphroaig 16-year-old is out. Oh, he's telling. Cool. I gotta try that one. Whiskey Watch it might crack open his Brodier. Richard's just a rye. I'm very curious. What is that just rye, quote unquote? Peter White said, I made a lot of trips picking up and delivering Laphroaig 18 to around Southern Ontario. Yeah, thank you very much, buddy. I really appreciate all those trips. What's going on, Patrick? How are you, buddy? Richard Blancas, cheers. There's a 16-year-old Laphroaig limited edition going around $150 or so. That sounds good. What's the ABV on that? Multi-Maniac Mojo says, you are right. Alberta Premium Cask Strength tastes good for a Canadian whiskey. I love the disclaimer in there, for a Canadian whiskey. Peter White might have a comment to make about that. Guacho is saying, have you tasted the Macallan Oscuro? I bought the old bottle for $540 US. That's actually a great price. I think those things are going for like $2,000 at least, if not more now. So that's an excellent price. The old bottle, that's like, I think 5 or 6 years ago they bottled that, maybe a little less than that. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Reflection took the Oscuro's place. D.A. Sills is drinking Glengoyne 25-year-old Sherry Bomb. He's always complaining about prices, and then he's drinking a $400 25-year-old Glengoyne. That's honestly a wicked whiskey, buddy. Congrats. 48% on the 16-year-old. Very cool. I got to check that out. I got to find it. So we're approaching the 30-minute mark, which is kind of the time that I feel is safe to exit without being too intoxicated. I'll give you guys, I'm going to stay on for maybe a couple more minutes. So Peter White said that he thinks he's going to have a Wiser's 23-year-old cask strength. That's solid stuff. I really like that one. Dustin found it for cheap. That's even better, buddy. Amaru cask strength. Very cool. I was hoping actually to do that Amaru rum cask strength versus the Cavalon rum cask strength. They're not rums. They're whiskeys aged in rum casks. Both of them are awesome. Both of them I was blown away by. So I was actually very curious to do a head-to-head to see which one I like better. If I'm going by my biases, I think I might like the Amroot a touch more just because it's a little bit peated, whereas the Cavallon tends not to be. But they're both awesome. Eric Waite's asking if I have any special whiskey planned for Christmas. I think I always have some special whiskey. But I do have some pretty cool whiskeys lined up. I have a 13-year-old Cavallon Virgin Oak that I have to review still. 13. For those of you that know, Cavallon is subtropical climate, so it ages way faster. I believe Serge said that the average 6-year-old tastes like an equivalent of a Scotch 25-year-old. So imagine now 13 years old in a Virgin Oak cask. So it tastes like if a Scotch and a bourbon had a baby and it was like some of the best parts of both worlds. That's what it would look like. I made some other references before to explain that, but I don't know if they're appropriate for YouTube. Richie Z saying, Rob, I spotted a Dusty Macallan 18 a couple nights ago, 1994 on the box, $299. I think I should get it tomorrow. I think you should, buddy. If you don't want it, I will buy it. Dustin is saying, does Cavallon put age details anywhere on those bottles, or are there just special bottles with age statements? No. They're all basically dated in the code on the front. I forget exactly how to read it. Jasper can explain, but I think it's the first few numbers that indicate when it was bottled and then, or sorry, when it was barreled, and then the next set of numbers indicate when it's bottled. So they're all technically age stated, the Solus series anyway, but they don't have an actual age on the bottle. Redbeard, I'm actually remembering that email right now as you mention it, and I don't know if I got a chance to respond to it. Maybe send me from that exact email like a quick hello tomorrow, and then it'll refresh. Because honestly, I get a ton on my Whiskey in the Six account. I get a ton of emails, and then stuff gets pushed down because all the comments in the YouTube like chat, like videos and stuff like that, go straight to my email. So I may have read it and then forgot about it. So please just remind me tomorrow if you can. Jeremy dropping a super chat. Thanks so much, buddy. His token 666. He says, that's for being featured in my dropper commercial, even though I didn't tell you about it. I think we have an understanding now that you don't have to let me know about these types of things. That water bottle pour was epic, though. I don't know how you found that video, but I was using a weird water bottle at that time. And it's like you push the top and it opens up, and if it's too full, it just like spills. So that was kind of outside. Malted in Montreal Swami is saying, hello, Spandex Karate Guido. There's so many things wrong with what you just said there that I don't even know what to approach first. It's racist. It's not even spandex. I don't know. Whatever. It's all good. I love you, Swami. Richard's super chat is still up there because, I mean, of the epicness of it. Again, thank you, Richard, and thank you, Jeremy. And thank you for featuring me in your video, too. That was awesome. Richard Blancas is taking off. See you, buddy. Honestly, the clear winner tonight, guys, is the 10-year-old. I'm kind of going back and forth over here on the side with the 3, and the 10-year-old just like wins every single time I take a sip. On the nose as well. Peter White saying the drowning of GTS 2012 will always be The water fail. Oh, you love that video, Peter. You love it. I redeemed myself on a GTS. I re-reviewed a GTS recently. Although I don't think it was nearly as good as that old GTS. All right. Gonna probably sign out in just a sec. I want your opinion quickly, if you guys don't mind. The rest of December, I'm going to be releasing a couple more just straight up reviews. Do you guys like the idea of me giving you a topic that I'm going to be focusing on either the day of or the day before for my lives? If yes, just put yes in the chat. If no, put no, and I'll kind of take the majority. Maybe you guys didn't understand the question. Maybe I didn't say it properly. Basically, do you guys like voting on what the material is going to be for my lives? Swami doesn't like it. All right, we got 3-1. We like any live with or without topics. I like that, Richard. Thank you. Richie. Sipper Social Club says he'll watch anything. DHL says, okay, my Cavalon, Moscatel, and Manzanilla are both about 6 years old. Peter White says yes again, and Charles says yes. So yes is the majority. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to let you guys vote on it next week, and so on and so forth, and see how that goes. Chris Beaton, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see you. BB Jap prefers to be here drinking with me. I don't blame you, man. It's usually your stuff I'm drinking anyway. The winner tonight is Jasper's bottle, of course. Just do you, Rob. We'll watch if we can. Thanks, Dustin. Appreciate it, buddy. Rob, can you do a bourbon-themed live in the springtime? I could do it before that. I have a few. I just bought the Knob Creek quarter cask. So I opened it. I wasn't crazy about the neck pour. I'm hoping it gets better. I also got the new Elijah Craig 12-year-old cask strength. I believe it's the lowest percentage they've ever bottled at for the cask strength, or the barrel proof, sorry. I could probably pull together a few more bottles for the rundown. Take care, Swami. Peter White saying meh. Yes, but always good whiskey anyways, so never disappointed. Thanks, Paulo. Appreciate it, buddy. Vino Barrique is 4 years. Man, I can't imagine these 9-year-old bottles, because these 3 bottles are fire from Cavalon. Honestly, Cavalon's crazy good, man. Jasper brought over the rum cask, the peated cask, and the virgin cask. And all 3 of them were epic. Honestly, all 3 of them were awesome. That night, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I posted it on Instagram. We had 4 26-year-old Glendronach single casks. 2 were PX. The other 2 were probably Oloroso. They just say sherry on the bottle. And the Cavalons blew them away. And I'm not exaggerating. It wasn't like, I think the Glendronachs are going to get better, because every single one that night was a neck pour. But the quality of the Cavalon on first pour compared to the Glendronachs, it shocked me. It was mind blowing. So I don't think you can invest in a bad bottle in Cavalon. The only one that I didn't love was the Sherry Solist, and it's just because it's so it almost feels like you're drinking sherry because it's so heavy on the sherry. But some people love that. They're literally sherry bombs. Richie's saying that he almost got his first Armagnac today, but it'll wait until tomorrow. Do you have any, and what do you think about Armagnac? I love Armagnac. I think it's probably the best price spirit you can buy. You can get like 25 or 30-year-old Armagnacs for like $100, which is absurd. So yeah, I really like Armagnac. I think they're great priced brandies, I guess you could say. And Cognac is just like branding, basically, why they cost so much more, because it's made out of the same stuff, just different region in France. So yeah, I love Armagnac. Definitely pull the trigger, man. Eric Waite saying the title of the stream should be whatever is being searched on Google or will work as clickbait. So try Trump is having secret meetings and ancient alien astronauts. I don't get it. Laphroaig Rundown is clickbait? I'm not sure I understand, Eric. Peter White saying to DH Sales, Alberta has some really good pricing for Cavalon and Amroot. I bought my Amroot rum cask. It's a single cask, 9-year-old rum cask, and it's phenomenal. So I highly recommend buying Cavalon or Amroot from Alberta, like Peter said. All right, I think I'm going to end it there. The Scotch for Dummies will be on in about 45 minutes, so it gives you guys some time to grab a snack, go for a break, whatever you got to do, go for a smoke, and then you can come back and watch Scotch for Dummies. I hope you liked this one. If you did, guys, hit the thumbs up. I will be releasing a video this Monday. If I don't get it edited in time, it'll be Tuesday, but look for a video coming out Monday or Tuesday. And then a couple more videos. I got to do my Whiskey of the Year, of course, which I'm really struggling with because it's been a crazy year. So that's got to come out soon. And I got a whole bunch of stuff planned for you guys in the next month or two. So I think you guys are going to enjoy the next month on Whiskey in the Six. Cheers, guys. Really appreciate you guys joining. And again, Richard, thank you so much for that super chat. I really appreciate it, man.